Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay, so now it's working. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hump Day edition of The Rundown. I will be your host today, Craig DeLuz. As you can see, I'm kind of by my lonesome right now. Mikey is, he's working. He's getting his stuff together, but he has committed to being here soon. So, he's out there working we'll just say he's working. And he's working to try and get back. He's stuck in a little bit of traffic, but he is committed to me that he will be here momentarily. But that does not keep us from celebrating, what we know to be a very, very fun day, otherwise known as Hump Day.
Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day!
So I finally got that video running, and Mike is not even here for me to go, Mike. That is my favorite part. That's my favorite part of it. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It is Hump Day. Now, we call it Hump Day because, as what usually tends to happen is you start off with good intentions. You start off the year with really good intentions of, we're going to work hard all week. But then usually Wednesday comes, as time goes on. It's like, at first it's like, okay, well, there's Friday. And then, you start kind of taking off Friday afternoon or slacking Friday afternoon. And then Fridays. And then, with football, you have Thursday night football. And so, you kind of start slacking on Thursdays. And, pretty much then Wednesday, it's like all downhill. And so that's why we call it, that's why we on the show call it Hump Day, because it really signals the beginning of our attempt to start the weekend. Does not mean that we are always successful, but in fact, we do try. We do very, very much try to make that happen. Now, let's see here. Oh, before we get on, I'm going to try and see, I'm going to see if, okay, it says here, he says he's trying to join. Oh, wait. Okay, it says here Mikey is trying to join, but it did not appear to be successful. So let me try something different. Let's go with reconnect. Okay, Mikey, if you're watching, go ahead and try again. If not, I will send you. I'll work on sending you another link. But yeah, go ahead and try and reconnect now. Oh, wait, hold on, wait, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have the man of the hour. Mikey. Are you there, Mikey?
I'm here. Let's see if my voice is here.
Uh-oh. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Wrong one. Clear layer. Okay, we're having all sorts of technical fun here. And let's get Mikey on here. There you go. How you doing, Mikey?
Hey, I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you just dandy. Wow, look at that, man. Technology.
Yeah, baby. What you said.
Making it happen, baby.
Stuff.
Making it happen. Okay. So I literally had just played the Hump Day video. We were just chilling, having a good time. And I was explaining to the folks exactly, what Hump Day means to us. So it's the beginning of attempting to start our weekend early.
Yes, and I like to try and start it at noon, get it right at the halfway point, No reason to wait till the seventh inning stretch. Let's just go right in the middle of the fifth. Let's do it.
Exactamundo. So, hey, let's get into the news real quick. Dude, big thing coming out of the Ninth Circuit. I don't know if you folks have seen this yet, but the Ninth Circuit, that we've been dealing with this issue of a magazine ban, where they want to ban standard capacity magazines in the state of California, and not just the state of California, everywhere. Well, we already had a district judge who's ruled against it. We had a 3-judge panel that ruled against it, and then they went en banc, which is an 11-judge panel, a bigger judge panel in the Ninth Circuit, and they actually put the ban back in place, or at least ruled in favor of the ban of standard capacity magazines. Well, the big question was, are they going to, if you bought magazines that were over 10 rounds back during what we called Freedom Week here in California, then you can keep them. If you possessed them before they were illegal, you can keep them, at least until this whole thing is adjudicated. So the Ninth Circuit has opted to let the stay in place. So Californians, well, you get to keep your magazines for now.
Now, Craig, you've had a much better chance to look into this than I did. I've been on the go all day today, which is one of the reasons we're a little late today, folks. That's my fault.
Sorry about that.
So let me ask you: Does this mean they're cleared to purchase more, or there's just no enforcement and they're allowed to keep
the ones you have will not be confiscated?
Okay.
So if you got them, you're allowed to keep them. Well, they can't do that. See, it's up to them to prove that you broke the law. So it's up to them to prove that you bought them at a different time.
Well, you and I both understand that the burden of proof is on the state.
Right.
However, when it comes to the Second Amendment, yes, which is good news, which is very good news. Yeah.
Once again, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not one to give legal advice, and I'm not
Right.
one who would ever encourage someone to break the law. But a very dumb thing to do would be to go to purchase these items.
Yeah. And listen, again, burden of proof on the state. However,
Right.
with the Second Amendment, that's never been a reason. Due process goes out the window. It's the redheaded stepchild of constitutional rights. We know that. And that's
be very careful, because one of the things that they do is they have been known to have DOJ agents actually go to gun shows and gun stores in on the other side of the border here in California, take down the license plates of vehicles, of California license plates, and at the border, stop and check out some of these vehicles and see if any of them are in possession of magazines or trying to bring magazines into the state that are not legal. I can tell you it happens. California, let's put it that way.
Right. And just I would tell you folks, just be prepared. Hold on to those old receipts, and they were stamped with the dates on them. Hold on to those as well.
Got them. Don't get rid of them yet. As I told people back when they first reinstated, to appeal to the Supreme Court, and until we know whether or not that's going to happen. Okay, moving right along to the next news item. This is something that happens a lot. Someone goes to court and quite come back in time, right? Or something in there is incomplete. And one of the worst things and maybe the person is just let go or actually hold up a background check. Because if someone was arrested for something that's a prohibiting offense, sometimes what happens in these cases, Mike, is that they is put in there. Well, this is saying that if someone is applying for a firearms permit, in the state of
Florida had a very similar incident or incidents going on as well, but it was with the clearance check system. You go to them directly. Florida has maintained the same. And here's what happens. This is not that uncommon, like you said, Craig. Somebody may have been arrested for a misdemeanor charge, or even been arrested on a felony charge, and there's no disposition listed on the paperwork. So it'll tell you arrest date, and then there'll be nothing else. It won't say dismissed. It won't say charged. It'll just be blank. And you see that a lot with older records, and there are newer records that have not been entered incorrectly as well. So somebody at some point, Craig, had to sit in a basement with the old record. What was in the record was, Joe Bob was arrested for DUI. Then that's all that we can't give him a firearm license because we know but their reasoning was, yes, but let's say he violated probation and it was never listed. And the state, Florida, was doing it again for the purchase. It's time to poop or get off the pot, folks. The burden is on the state to prove that he's disqualified.
And that's I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. So that's it, and they but Florida said, well, no, we're denying the issue. They created their whole new end. They said, no, you can't change the law. You're just an administrative agency doing a background check. You can't change the law.
Right.
He does not have to prove that he's qualified.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing is that so often policymakers and some policymakers in law enforcement treating people like they're guilty. No, I'm sorry, you don't get to violate my rights because the government didn't do their job properly. You don't get to. It was putting forth a bill that would allow someone to have an arrest record expunged if they're in case. And the reason why we was because they were arrested, they're released, they're not charged with anything, denied. And a large number of people, by the way, were getting denied their right to be able to own and purchase own a gun, to be able to get these arrests off their record, and to make buying guns easier.
I may support a bill like that here in Florida. We'll see if we can't get one like that rolling around. Treated, like you're guilty and not innocent. I will strictly say that the government works. We've got our thing to do. We don't care what you have to say. This is the totalitarian, the total. There are definitely people out there that want to help you.
Yes.
But the default mode is
no mayo.
Yep.
No mayo.
Yep.
Okay. I've kind of seen some of the replays. The work that he did with Operation. Oh my God! I can't believe I know. I got to be quicker. Yeah. Well, we're an hour later, which made my answer even worse because it was even later than later.
That's right.
He responded. He's like, "Wow, I can't even attack him now because he said
my Trump's been wiped." That's what he said.
Oh no, dude! It actually no. He actually story right there about the Grinch. Why is this story about the Grinch on here? I don't know, but anyway. Oh, there you go. Well, no. Biden thanked that President Biden publicly credited his administration's role for helping quickly deliver the COVID vaccine. I would be like, oh, you mean the Trump vaccine?
The Trump vaccine, yeah. Against the China virus.
Hilarious. So he thanked him. I mean, finally, though, they're giving him some credit. Finally, somebody, though, is giving him some credit. Now, we may not necessarily all be in favor of the vaccine or getting the vaccine, or maybe just not chloroquine, which, by the way, many on the left. I was listening to an interview basically saying that not allowing people to use treatments like hydroxychloroquine could have easily
right. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Really, with other treatments, it's got between a 75% and 80% reduction in really a couple of studies, and I don't know if there are any necessarily with outpatient. I get frustrated because I see these stories when you're like on a ventilator induced in a coma. None of these treatments are going to help you at that point. Correct?
It's not a ventilator, Craig. It's not a ventilator. It's a ventilator. Former Governor Cuomo would say it. Remember, we have to get the ventilators down to the city. We need to get he said ventilator.
Yeah, and he never touched any. He never touched.
Or that's what he's trying to say. He didn't touch anybody. He touched. That's what he heard. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Moving right. I don't know any other better way to put it. She is actually planning on regulating. That's right. She's calling for tougher regulations on quote unquote toy guns, right? Some of the things that she wants to make happen. One, have a permanently affixed blaze orange plug inserted into the firearm barrel, have similar marking on the exterior of the barrel, because Mike, you and I know that no one would ever get like a bright pink or red or it's going to be translucent firearm with an orange tip at the end.
Craig, watch this. Here we go.
Oh, look at you with your.
Yeah, I have the same one like you do, Craig. Here, there we go.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
So yeah, I mean, listen, even for decisions, as opposed to regulating common sense, that's the issue I have with this. Otherwise, when you get into such things as why we have to paint this orange, it has to be translucent. Before you know it, it's already going on in New York. That kind of nonsense. This is literally. I've said this before, because the more people that have been in office want to leave their name on something, and you're going to end up with a stupid law like, oh, I gotta I'm going to make a law that puts orange tips on guns accidents because people weren't able to afford the training weapons anymore that they needed. So great job, folks. Great job.
Teach them firearm safety. Help them to understand why walking at a police officer can't point that at people, and there's a reason why. We don't teach people. We don't want to be. And so as a result, we want others in danger. And it's a small number of people, by the way.
Yep.
But anyway, let's now move on to our parting shot. Now, this was one I literally just came across, the Babylon Bee. So I know you all will love this. All right. So New York restaurant adds voting booths so they can allow people in without an ID. Oh, what do you guys think of that one? That is hilarious. Yeah. So I guess because you don't have to have an ID to vote, but you do have to have an ID to be able to participate there. Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our Earl Boone Room Radio.
Spit it out.
And truck driver. If you make money at it, if they pay you to do it, that means you're a professional.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Done busy.
Excellent.
Ready for the Christmas season coming up?
Oh, dude, I good thing. Always having a good time. So so what do you think? What did you
To show papers to get into a restaurant or anything like that, but they don't want to build wheels on it.
Well, you know what? When you are, and this is a problem, or does not in and of itself equal morality or right. And they, they just don't. And so they don't.
Right. It's their way.
Just so you guys know, make sure visit our sponsors. We have who run all three of them. If you're looking for products, if you're looking to build your own firearm, obviously Grid Defense and Guerrilla Machining are the place. Well, hey, then join the California Republican Assembly. We like to say that the CRA is.
Unfortunately,
all right, folks.
It's your backyard.
Well, it's funny. Like I keep telling people, there are more Republicans in California than any other state in the country. The problem is that there are twice as many Democrats as there are Republicans.
Yeah, I believe it.
Kind of sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for today's program. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Earl, for joining us. Keep Mike in line over there, man.
Right. When are you going to come in and help me? Like herding cats.
Okay. Yeah, that's very easy to believe. Anyway, folks, y'all take care. Very much appreciate you guys tuning in. Let us out of YouTube jail. But you can join us here on Facebook, or you can enjoy us at CRA or at Arms Room Radio. But yeah, the Rundown YouTube channel has been put in. It's in YouTube. Folks, you guys take care. We'll talk.